G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we are looking at the Transformers the movie G1 reissue of Shrapnel. And of course, this is the second of the three original Insecticons. We're still currently missing Bombshell. But he does look nice, and I did know a friend of mine back in the day who actually had Shrapnel, although of course it had it had chrome antennas and legs and whatnot. But he does look pretty good, although he doesn't hold his gun very well, but can't really help it when there's no actual gun port, which we'll get to in a minute. But yeah, so he does look pretty good. Nice colours. I love the visor, his eyes, when I actually focus it. There we go. So there we go. He does come in bug mode, insect mode, whatever you want to call it. He does have articulation, very limited articulation, which considering he's a G1 reissue, I'm not surprised. But there is one thing, and I'll bring one of the accessories in, that I didn't know was a thing. You can flip down his chest, and I think there's just make details and all that in there. But you can use it as energon storage. You can hold one, even though it's a little bit fiddly to get back out again. And yeah, now you come with 6 of these, and we'll get to those in a second. But yeah, I didn't realize that was a thing. So apparently this was a leftover remnant of the Diaclone line. So of course, Pilot would go in there and control a flying bug. So yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. Right, so articulation, and I may have to move his antennas for this, but you can move the antennas if that's a thing. Arm does full 360, but like I said, your antennas get in the way, even with them folded up. Legs go out that far, which doesn't feel too comfortable. I'm sure it's more solid than I think it is, but I don't know. I just don't like the feel of it. Leg goes back that far. Obviously, no elbow, no bicep, no hands. There is feet, kinda, sorta. So that's the thing. That's more for transformation, and there's no knees. Head don't go nowhere, and there's obviously no ab crunch. There's no. Oh, there is technically a waist swivel, although it's slightly ratcheted, I want to say, although I don't feel too comfortable doing that too much either. So there we go. Right, so size comparison. Here he is with MP10. And yeah, if you just go from the top of the head, he's basically knee high. So there we go. We can, of course, bring in Kickback. Since he's so easy to transform, I don't mind bringing him back. And, of course, there they are together. And I didn't have this in the Kickback video because I didn't realize it was a thing. But you can actually fold his chest down and you can put an energon cube in there too. So I'm curious when they bring Bombshell out exactly how that'll work. So there we go. As for accessories, we did see his gun. It does look like there's a tab in there. It looks like it, but it doesn't really tab in to anywhere. Excuse my hand written all up in crap. It doesn't really tab in anywhere. From where I've found, there's nothing there. It doesn't even have weapon storage. So all you can basically do is these pieces will slide over here, and this sort of sits on the other side of the palm. I suppose you could try doing it another way, but this is just how it seems to always work for me. And of course, you can hold it somewhat. Not very well, but he does hold it as long as you don't bump it. And of course, as I said, he comes with energon cubes, 6 energon cubes. And of course, they're nice and pretty. And now I will probably not be able to focus again. They are transparent, which is nice. A sort of a gel type material, which is nice. They're not paint or anything, so they're not going to chip. But of course, there is the chance that you'll start chipping pieces off it. So he comes with 6, just like Kickback did. So there we go. So let's get him focused and get him into his bug mode. Now, I know I'm trying to think exactly what he is. I'm not quite sure. I know Kickback is a grasshopper. I think Bombshell might be some sort of rhino beetle, but I was never quite sure what Shrapnel is. So if you know what type of insect the shrapnel actually is, leave it in the comments and let me know, because I'm really curious. All right, so let's get this guy transformed. So first things first, we're going to close up his pincers. We can come back here and we can flip out his wheels, which the first time I transformed it, I didn't realize that was a thing. Now, I grab him at the crutch, which sounds so much worse now that I said it, but it just gives less tension on the waist, because as pretty solid as the legs are, I don't feel like they'll last long enough. Actually, you know what? No, that wouldn't work. I just saw these. I thought maybe that can peg into there, but no, that's not going to work. All right, so we want to sort of flatten out the legs. Now the feet, they go further than they need to. But what's going to happen is his thighs are actually going to come through here. So just one at a time and just watch them carefully to make sure they actually slide all the way through. And you can always give them a little bit extra push up if you need to. But I'm pretty sure I have him where I need to have him. And his arms just sort of sit by his side. So there we go. There is Shrapnel in his insect mode. And he looks really good. Like I said, I know the G1 figures came with chrome, which would have looked really nice, but this silver's not too bad, and I do like it on Kickback's wings. I just wish these were silver too. I don't know, I just think it would look better. Also, he does roll, as bugs do, I guess. So there's wheel there, wheel there. Like, even these front wheels are silver, so I don't know why these couldn't be made silver. So, yeah, it is. Maybe there's, because I don't remember Shrapnel, and I literally just watched Insecticon Syndrome. I don't remember Shrapnel having white front legs, so there's that, I guess. But yeah, so no weapon storage. He does have a big old hole in the back of his head, which I find incredibly funny, which thankfully they didn't do with Kickback, because otherwise he's going to be missing a lot of details. But yeah. There is a peg there, although I don't think that's going to be pegging anything. I think it's just back detail. So there we go. And of course, we can do size comparisons when things are all focused. Here he is with Windblade. So Windblade's a little bit bigger than he is. And of course, because why not? There he is with Kickback. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens when we get Bombshell. Actually, I'm curious to see if we get the... I don't think we will, not in this line at least. I would like to actually see the deluxe Insecticons. Now, I know the deluxe Insecticons had their own colors for the most part, like greens and browns, but I would actually love to see the deluxe Insecticons in the black, gold, yellow, and silver, and purple. I'd love to see them actually in this coloring. I would actually really appreciate this. I have looked at Fans Toys Insecticons, but $500 for 3 figures is not too bad, but I've seen them way higher and they are really hard to get. So yeah, but that's neither here nor there. That's got nothing to do with the G1 reissues, but I'm glad this is a thing that they were able to do. I have heard horror stories that the Dinobot molds are lost, which I'm really disappointed in, and I hope that's not the case. So I'm really hoping that the Dinobots do get their own reissue as well. Anywho, so let's get this guy transformed. So what we're going to do is pull the legs out as far as they'll go. There's no real clip point. It does feel like it, but it just sort of goes where it goes. We can flip up the feet. And we're just going to grab his crutch again. Still doesn't sound right. And then we're just going to grab the hips to give him sort of a spin there. Because that just feels better. Like, I'm worried that eventually the plastic here will actually break where the screw is. So, yeah. It possibly won't. I'm not saying it will. It's just the feeling I get from it. That's all. So we can flip these in. You don't have to, but it's technically by the instructions. And then we can just individually split these. You can leave one up if you feel necessary to, but yeah, they just come out. And of course, you can position them how you want, but of course, that's going to obscure the face. So there we go. There is Shrapnel, or Scrapnel, however you want to pronounce him, back in his robot mode. And I was pretty happy with this. I got him from JB Hi-Fi. I know I don't usually say where I get my figures from, but why not? Like, for instance, I didn't even realize that he'd come out at the same time as Kickback back in October last year, which that sounds really weird. So I didn't even realize until I happened to be going through the website. I'm like, holy crap, Shrapnel came out. Shrapnel came out, and I missed it. And I literally went over there when I bought Kickback and Preceptor, and he could have been there, but he just was camouflaged in with all the kickbacks, and I missed it. So thankfully I saw it on there, and I'm like, oh, just be my luck. I'm starting to collect these G1 reissues, and he disappears. So it would just be my luck. So, hang on. Oh, for a minute there, I thought I had a bit of a stress mark, but I'm like, from what? I think it's literally just a bit of paper that I was using for getting Autobot and Decepticon stickers off. Very well could have been from a Tumblr also as well. So there we go. So if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Subscribe or ring that bell. Leave me comments. I do like the comments. Keep the comments coming. I will also admit, once again, I'm at over 24,000 views and at 99 subscribers as of the recording and uploading of this video. So the poll is still there about which Titan figure you want me to have a look at. At this rate, I think I'm just literally going to just spin a wheel, pull a name out of a hat or whatnot, because you guys don't really respond to my posts. I don't know if you don't see them or whatnot, or you might not even get to this part of the video and you never even hear about it. But there are those. Otherwise, I will just have to pick. But apart from that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.